We'll see the Groupers taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Groupers offense will start this game off. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Groupers will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Sellers. He's got an open man. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Looking for room at the 30. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. It's year 5 now for Shane Beamer at South Carolina. The Gamecocks coming off their best season since 2013. Now the question is, what's a realistic ceiling?
And I think getting to that 10-win mark. Last year they had 9 wins, but the offense took off, and having a dude like Lenora Sellers, Jesse, that's a full-grown man that can do so much for an offense. Excited to see if he can take that next step.
Yeah, I think based on his success last year, that helped out the portal, that helped out high school recruiting. Guys want to play with him. He's that exciting. So I think the quarterback spot, I think that's a huge key to see if the Gamecocks can take that next step.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. They booted away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams getting touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They try to get it outside on the left. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll run the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Parrish. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Parrish. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quick completion on the out. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Good right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
The Groupers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a 2-possession lead might feel insurmountable. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not a lot of daylight, he gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Fights off a defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Trying to set up the screen. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down. Turns it loose. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Motion from the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the groupers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle at Sheffield. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Myers on the move. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air, it's Sellers. Got his man. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides to back and leaves it. At the 40, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Oh, what a move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll keep it himself. Oh my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and pick up the first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Jacobs. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Off play action. Bears the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the groupers decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got some room, it was over.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. I'm talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 17 to Memphis. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Some misdirection with the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Punt is on its way. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the gun, the ground game.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Spins away from the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really